How do you determine someone's future? Here's one of the tips. It is by their daily habit. And that's why today I would love to share with you how you can form millionaire habit. And even this for myself, I used to be fat, I used to be broke, and I used to be people pleaser because my setup habit was a lot different than the setup habit that I have now. And the purpose of this video is I do want to make sure that I share with you guys all the tips that would help you level up in 2025. And these are the things that my mentor Charlie and so many other millionaire mentors that I invest into the relationship had taught me. And this is the same thing that I taught my student as well. And if you're new here, my name is Justin. I used to work for corporate America. I used to be a tutor in school, and now I'm able to retire my mom and become a millionaire. And this is not a brag, but I do want to share this message with one single mission only. It is to make this video so that in the future, when my kids, my grandchildren decided to watch this, they're gonna see their father and grandfather talking to them. And I do want to inspire, using this video to inspire you guys to become better version of yourself and 1% every day, because your current situation right now would not dictate and determine your future if you are willing to make a change, okay? And please subscribe to my YouTube channel because I share a lot about business, a lot about Amazon, a lot about personal developments and mindset. And follow me on Instagram at Justin the Hanjo. And I do host weekly 2-hour workshop where I share a lot about my story, about my mindset, and about how I make my first $10,000 with Amazon and help so many people out there become their own boss and retire their parents. So enjoy the video today about how you can build a millionaire mindset and routine so that you can start building a successful business for yourself. Now I'm gonna go into new year, new me resolution. So now it's a new year. So I do want you to remember that new year will be an opportunity for you to start turning things to the right direction. Raise your hand if you guys are excited for this new year. Awesome. And remember guys, new year, it means that you already make it to another year. Many people don't make it to new year. And in fact, many people around the world did not make it today. So if you make it today, thank God and thank yourself that you're able to show up and follow your dream. So now I want to ask you guys, what are the most common problem that you guys face when it's come to the new year resolution that preventing you guys from achieving your dream or like getting closer to your dream? I want you guys to drop it in the chat for me. Everyone, let's do it. Because remember, this things right here that I'm about to show you is the foundation. It's the foundation for you to build your business. If you don't understand or identify the problem at cause, then you're basically building your business on sand. It would eventually break. All the money, time, and effort that you put in will vanish. I promise you on this. So drop it in the chat. What are the most common problems that you guys face? So we have healing, discipline, sticking to resolution, sit, breaking old habit, procrastination, I need to sleep more, all about discipline, consistency, excuses, procrastination, all the life priority, excuses, procrastination, time management, finding enough time between my full-time job and family, time management, old habits, self-talk. Awesome. There you go. So when you guys drive and drop it down, right? Remember, many of us here face the same problem. So procrastination, right? Procrastination, old habits, time, no time. All right, guys. So here's the 4 things. So what I'm trying to help you guys understand now is really come down to you, because these are the things that no one can help you change but yourself. So the first step that you guys need to do is take ownership. The hardest thing for many of us when it's come to changing is facing the reality of ourselves. For me, when I went from 225 pounds, it's not because all of a sudden there's a shoot like a miracle that happened. It's by me facing the reality that I wasn't where I am to be because it was me. Okay? So the first step that I want you guys to do is to understand yourself. Understand your psychology. Because everything right here is just basically yourself. So here's the one thing that I want you guys to remember, and this quote is from my father. So your future is dictated by what? Take a guess, drop it in the chat for me. Your future is being influenced and dictated by what? Take a guess and drop it in the chat. Yes? So your future is being dictated by your daily decision, because your daily decision would eventually add up to where, let's say if you drink constantly every single day, then getting a DUI or a car crash would eventually be the destination. Okay, so your daily. So what influenced the daily action? Hey guys, make sure that you mute yourself from here. Influence your daily action. Tell me. Drop it in the chat. What influenced your daily action? Yep, routine and habits. That is correct. So what influenced the routine and habit? Take a guess. Drop it in the chat.
Hey friends, and hey Shifu Warrior. I hope that you guys enjoy today's learning. And I do have a blog post on amcshifu.com/blog where we share a lot of Amazon tip and trick and the detail behind the scene of someone who operate a multiple $1 million Amazon brand, so that you can learn more and have a ton of insight. And I do want to invite you guys onto our upcoming live workshop, which we host every single Sunday. You will be able to learn whether Amazon gonna be for you and how you can escape your 9-to-5 rat race while building a business that gets cash flow, leveraging Amazon infrastructure and ecosystem.
So what influences your routine and habit is your thoughts. So right now I'm trying to help you guys find the root cause, okay? So what influenced your thoughts? What helped you form that thoughts? Drop it in the chat. Your environments, okay? So when a tree doesn't grow the fruit that you want it to, do you blame no? When a seed cannot grow, do you plant the seed, or do you blame the soil? A good story is, well, back in Vietnam, when after my father passed away, I was going into a lot of like negativity and like bad action. And it wasn't because of my fault, but it was my environment that influenced me. And for me to break it, I have to change my environment. That's why I decided to move to a completely new environment. So when a new environment surrounded, I have two options. I can go back to the same kind of environment, let's say drinking, partying, or I force myself into a new environment where people are just focused on growth and like positivity and so on. And the fact that you guys are here, that are the right things to do, okay? So now your environment here is gonna be Amazon Shifu, okay? So I want you guys to do me a favor. Is one of your action item of today is to list down what are the current environment, where are you right now, who are having the positive influence on yourself and who has the negative influence on yourself. Basically right now we are doing the audit. We are doing the audit of our life. Because if you don't do this, I promise you 2025 is going to be the same as 2024 and 2023. You're not going to go anywhere. So if you're lazy, I promise you this year will be the same. So one of your action item is do a environment audit, okay? And every year I just do the same thing. I'm teaching you guys the same thing that I do every single year, environment audit. Because every year you would have new people come into your life. But not everyone deserve your attention, okay? So once you do the environment audit, right, you will be able to remove or add, okay? You can remove or add the people into your life. And same with family member. Make sure that you keep a distance if needed to, because the next 6 months, okay? So now let's go to your thoughts. So what influenced your thoughts, okay? So how many of you here listening to music? I want to drop in the chat, what is your favorite music artist right now? Drop it in the chat for me. Drop it in the chat, guy. I want to see everyone. So who is your music that you listen to, okay? Drop in the chat artist or music or song. Awesome. So remember, how many of you know about indoctrination? Indoctrination, right? Indoctrination. So indoctrination, what basically is feeding people information to where now they just believe one course of belief and system. Right now, I'm indoctrinating you guys, basically. I'm indoctrinating you guys to believe more in yourself. But you guys wasn't born to have, let's say, a mentor around. You were born in a system. You were born in a system to where they say, don't do wrong things. You will get punishment. Let's say, don't cheat in class. You will get punishment. If you get let's say skip classes, you get punishment. But then in business, basically having a mentor is like cheating, because you have someone have experience to help you. Just like in class, You get A's, right? Because for me, I cheating in class all the time. Because I find the student that's smart enough that I can copy. It's the same thing right now for you guys on Amazon. You find the smart kids that make the most money, copy exactly what they do. Meanwhile, other people, they like to invent their own stuff. Okay? So come back to indoctrination here. Indoctrination is a tool that helps people to either believe in themselves or to break themselves or to follow things that other people want you to do. So right now, all the type of music that you're listening to, I want you to ask yourself, does that music help you feel more empowered? Does that music help you feel more believing in yourself or to have more faith, to have more money? Okay? For me, before I was listening to rap, I like rap. That's why if you ask my name, Justin the Huncho, how many of you know what my Instagram name stands for? Justin the Huncho. So Justin, it was Justin Bieber. Huncho was Huncho the rapper. So it's from the Migos. So Justin the Huncho is basically Justin, I'm the rapper and I'm a singer. And these are the type of music that I listen to. Music where I just like violence, money, really no course of like values. Until I really starting to learn from my mentor that hey, whatever you listen to on a daily basis, it would indoctrinate you to become the person that you will be. So that's when I started to asking myself, okay, so my life, I was broke, I was partying, and I was hanging out with the wrong people. And then I listened to the music, the lyric was all about drinking, partying, do things that it's not supposed to be doing. So it's the same indoctrination. So that's when I started to asking myself, if I keep doing the exact same thing, how can I expect my life to change? Because Albert Einstein once said, so one of his quite famous quote was, insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over and expect a different outcome. If you want to get rid of getting DUI, but if you keep drinking, DUI is going to be your destination. Same with experimenting. Life is just science. You experiment different things in life, but if you keep the same formula, the same pathway, you will get the same result. So that's why indoctrination now is very important thing. It's gonna be your navigation. So number 2 is I want you to help me audit your music. Okay, audit your information flow into your brain. It could be music. It could be the people like that you listen to, like family advice. Because remember, your family gonna be very unqualified. Depends, but majority of family, they are like 9 to 5. But let's say if you come from a family background where your family are rich, then listen to them. But if they're not in the place where you can look up to them in terms of finance, then you have to listen but hear but not listen. Okay, family advice, like friend advice. Many of them, if they're not in the place that you want to be, do not listen to them. And same with learning, the source of learning. So I want you to audit, because right now there are so many unqualified teachers on social media in your family that you need to start cleaning up. So number 1, I would recommend you try to switching between audio like music to like I would say music about, like for me right now I'm listening to the Hillsong, like song where it's empowering you. If you're not religion, just listen to any kind of song that empowering you every single day. Okay, this is the first thing that I listen to every single day. I'm a warrior, not this girl. I'm a warrior. Yeah, so this is things that I listen to every single morning. So here's my morning routine. When I wake up, I stretch myself and I'm telling myself today is gonna be a good day and I'm the best. And then I listening to like upbeat music, and throughout the first 30 minutes in my morning, I play this in the background and I meditate to this. So in the morning, I already brainwash myself, and everything that you brainwash yourself over and over, it become a habit. Okay, so this is one of the things that I want you guys to save so that you can listen to every single morning. You don't have to listening to this if you're not hardcore, but you can listen, let's say, to female version. I'm a warrior, female version. Okay, yeah, like this. She's a female warrior. Yeah, so like that. So now let's go back here. So curate your music, change it with like empowering. Same with family, cut them out. Okay, cut them out if needed to. So now let's go into source of learning. When you start listening to someone, right, you have to ask yourself, do they have, like, do their life really indicate the things that you want to do in life, so that you can start curating your teacher. Many times I do not take advice from people from on social media. I only take advice from books and from mentor that have proven record. Okay, so if you're listening to a kids online who barely still filming in his basement with his family, I would not recommend to take advice from there. So let's go now is routine and books. So I want you to reread The Atomic Habit for me. This is something that I would always reread every single year, and sometimes I just listening to it like 2 times speed. But the book Atomic Habit, how many of you have read this book? Raise your hand. You guys should all read it. If not, then you guys have not following my direction. So this Atomic Habit books, I'm gonna pick one for example. In here, it said 1% compounding every single day is very powerful. And this book, it helps you to psychologically understand how we form habit. Everything that we do 7 times repeatedly will become a habit. For example, for the past 2 days, I forgot to brush my teeth. And the third day, I don't feel like brushing my teeth, right? So the point that I'm trying to share with you is when a certain activity that you do over time, it will become a habit. So now I'm forcing I have to brush my teeth. Same with your taste bud. Let's say right now you're having a problem with eating, right? You love eating so much you cannot give up to it. I want you to do me one thing is listening to this book and start asking challenging yourself. Challenging yourself to where you can, let's say, skip a good meal and just stick to, let's say, salad and like easy food. Over 7 times, your taste bud starting to curate. Now you don't have crave for food anymore because all the spices, all the sugar, it's just training your taste bud. Okay? So this book would help you. And I want you to remember this thing for me is, this is one of the things that I want you to remember, okay? Don't rely on your will because your will always fail you. Remember, how many of you know Adam and Eve? Raise your hand. Remember Adam and Eve. They are let's say our ancestor. They are God creation, the first kind. But imagine they all fell for temptation. So that means we would eventually fail for a temptation. So that's why do not rely on your will because you will fail. So the thing that you will need now, whatever you want to do to achieve things, is create an environment where you don't need your will there anymore. A good example here is when I decided to change my life from a fat to a slimmer person.
But I have to leave a meeting.
Hey guys, please help me mute yourself. So do not rely on your will. So I'm gonna show you a photo of me. So I was fat. So when I switching over from this to this, the first thing that I do is I start throw all my snack away. If you come to my house now, the only thing that you will see is fruit on my counter. And let's say you have family, right? I just basically make it a statement with them. Hey, I no longer want to see snack in the family. Or if you have kids, right? Put them in a closet to where you cannot see them. Because if you see them, temptation comes. The eyes will create temptation. When you see a woman, a man, you will create temptation. Same with the food, okay? So do not rely on your will anymore. Create an environment to where you don't have to use your willpower. Another good example here is Instagram. If you take a look at my Instagram, right? You see, there's nothing. Because I use blocker. I use things to where like, hey, it's remove everything else. So we must use time creatively in the knowledge that the time is always ripe to do right. So there's an app. How many of you have this? It's called Newsfeed Iterator. Do you guys have this? Raise your hand if you do. If not, then I want you to download this because right now we basically create an environment physically and digitally. You guys see here, I have nothing to scroll. So I want you guys to help me download these things because right now social media will take away a lot of your time. So how can you curate and remove the blockage? Okay. So another action item for you is remove your temptation. Don't rely on your will anymore. Remove it. If you need to delete the app, delete it. Okay. So drop it in the chat. What would be the one thing? So help me identify what are the things that procrastinate you, or what are your temptations? Drop it in the chat for me. So my temptation, I would say, just like any man, woman, is my temptation. And I'm not gonna lie. Number 2, temptation, and not right now. I don't think that I have much temptation. But woman, yes, so I'm a type woman. So drop it in the chat. What is your temptation right now? That take away your focus and your time. Be honest with yourself. Now is the time to be honest. Drop it in the chat for me. Junk food, newborn baby. So sit, tea, everyone here, drop it in the chat for me. Relationship, being comfortable. Alright, so based on what I share with you guys today, what will be the course of action that you would take to help you gain back your focus or help you gain back your time? I want you to be creative. So tell me, for me, how to remove my temptation is to block and to be in an environment to where I don't see women around me anymore. But I'm not gay, but I just don't want to see a woman. Yeah. And number 2 is God. No one. Yeah, God. Like for me, whenever I have temptation, I have my Bible with me, so I pray. I pray for God, hey God, take over my thought so that I don't have the devil talking to me. Because remember, your thoughts, when you're driving, you only have one master in your mind. That is the thoughts. So we can never change the thoughts. So we have to asking ourselves, what are the master in our mind? Okay. Delete the baby, lock the snack away. There you go. So you can delete the baby if you want to. Just kidding. That's something that you cannot do. Okay. But just trying to find a way. Okay. So one of your action item right here is remove the temptation or reduce it or having someone. So let's say if you have baby, right? Asking your parents if they can help watching it so that you can get back your time. Okay. So remove, reduce, or having someone to take over. Okay, guys? So that would help you gain back your time so that you can start the right routine. So reread or read the Atomic Habits. So now these gonna be your action item for 2024 that would help you dictate your daily decision. And lastly is your daily schedule. So how many of you here having daily schedule? Raise your hand. Because now we're gonna go down into time management. Because time management, basically, you have to be able to see where are your time being distributed so that you can really collect and regain the time. So I want you guys to, so we have Alice. So Vân Nguyễn, do you have a time daily routine? So Khanh Nguyễn, Alicia, Vân Nguyễn, Trinity, Thi, Thông Thái, Sid, Princely, Phương Nguyễn, Josie, Hill, Hiền Trương, Hannah. So daily routine is very important, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Like this is my daily routine right here. Can you guys see my screen? I have a time. Can you guys see on the left side right here? So this is my daily routine. So I live in my calendar now. So my daily routine consists of training, eating, learning about life. These are like my time reflection. So I set my daily routine to where I will focus on my growth journey. So if you're family, parents, you would have a different routine. But my best recommendation is talk to Lewis. So Lewis have made a video about time management for parents, especially for those that are having new parents. Because right now you will really need to be very strategic with your time. Because if you have no time, you will not be able to make this on this journey. And when you have time, but if you have no focus, you won't be able to make it on this journey. That's gonna be your daily schedule. Remember, daily schedule, create daily schedule for yourself. Okay, guys? So these gonna be your 5 action items. And like I share with you, if you don't have these, I promise you, you will not make it on this journey. I put my name and my life to it. You would not make it on this journey if you don't nail these things down. These are the foundation. Because imagine if you're trying to build this business, right? And other people around you telling you you're not good enough. You won't be able to. And number 2, you're trying to learn good things, right? But then you're trying to consume negativity. It's all balanced out. You feel overwhelmed and you're not doing anything. If you don't understand and curate your habits, remember, your routine and habit would influence your daily decision and it will dictate your future. Okay? Remove temptation and distraction, because when you're trying to do the right things, I promise you the devil will sneak in. The devil will sneak in. So do not relying on your will, because even your ancestor failed at that test. We will fail eventually, but minimize it. Okay? Minimize it. Put protection measurement in place. Minimize it, because the devil, I promise you, the devil will peek in. Remove, reduce, or having someone to take over. Let's say right now you do like social media management, right? But if you're able to learn the foundation and basic right now, hire someone to do it for you. Like the post that you see on my Instagram, right? I don't manage the post. You know who does? My team. Let me show you an example. And lastly, create a better daily schedule, because this would help you to stick to it. And here is the last thing that I want you to do. Try not to be non-negotiable. My trick, my hack, okay? So when you're able to, let's say, for example, set goal, okay? Set a daily schedule, my hack. Set goal. If I can go to bed 7 days in a row at 9 p.m., then I will be able to, let's say, drink or hang out with my friends. Because you do all this, but then you have to set goal, okay? You have to set goal for your mind, because in the end, your mind influence the habit. Set goal, and then you can set reward, and then you can set punishment. Because if you never punish yourself, you won't be able to learn, because we are just children, okay? Right now, you're trying to become the master of your body and your habit. So you have to manage. Let's say, miss bed equal 100 squats. This is what I do for myself, okay? You don't have to do exactly, but just trying to understand how I think, okay? Like, why is this so harsh? It is because my vision board, my family is waiting for me, okay? My mom is waiting for me. Your children is waiting for you. So you really have to be strict to yourself, okay? Because one day your dad and mom will pass away. One day your children will leave you and go somewhere else. So that's why it's you run out of time, basically. Every day, live your life like today gonna be your last day, or this week gonna be your last week, okay? Live like today is your last. Monday to Saturday, okay? On Sunday, you can treat yourself a little bit. If you accomplish your Monday to Saturday. Okay, guys? So this is gonna help you guys to build a solid foundation so that your empire can build on top, okay? So set reward. So now I want you guys to help me set a reward before we wrap up today's class, okay? So set a reward for yourself. So set a challenge. Set a challenge. So what would be the challenge for you? Remember, don't set big challenge, set small challenge. Because you will need to fix one step at a time. So I want you to set challenge for yourself so that you, like right now, you share with me the problem that you got faced, right? So now I want you to set a challenge. Just one challenge that help you guys to be able to set challenge, set reward, and set punishment for me, okay? So do it in the chat for me. I'll give you a few minutes to set a challenge. Just whatever in your mind right now, just set it. Sometime, just don't think too much. Just set it. Okay, set it and put it in the chat. Very simple. Let's say go to bed early. Let's say try not to drink too much. Let's say spend 5 minutes a day working out. Let's say spend half an hour a day learning about Amazon Shifu. Set a challenge. There you go. All right. So work out more, accomplishment, meditate more. Okay. So I'm gonna give you guys very, very powerful things. Okay. A very powerful hack for yourself. Once you finish, I'm gonna give you a powerful hack. Okay. And I know some of you may already know this hack, but for those who don't, this powerful hack right here would help you achieve everything in your life. Okay. So drop it in the chat, your challenge. Okay. So now let me show you one-click Amazon. So how many of you here know about Amazon one-click purchase? Raise your hand if you do. So what is Amazon one-click purchase, right? So Amazon make it so frictionless for people to buy the product on the app, where it's just one click people buy. Let's say facial steamer. So majority of people shopping on Amazon, they don't shop on a computer, they shop on an app. So Amazon one-click purchase. So one-click purchase, basically the customer click on one click and then they confirm done. And this one thing, very powerful. It creates Amazon so much money. And why I call it frictionless? Because it removes so much bottleneck and hurdle that people have to jump through, so that people can purchase on Amazon and get the product. So how can we use this into our daily life? Same with your social media app. Why your social media app telling you to save your login info? Because the moment you click on the app, you don't have to log in anymore. You're ready to scroll. One click. The 1% rule, one click. Okay? So asking yourself, whatever that you want to do, how can you one action away from it? because you will be remove all the friction. You mastermind to remove all the friction. Okay? Imagine if you want to shop on Amazon, but Amazon make you to sign in, and then to log in with 2FA. Do you think that you want to buy, and then Amazon make you to re-put your information again? Probably the chance for you to buy a lot less. Same with Instagram. If Instagram make you to, let's say, log in X, Y, and Z, the chance for you to scroll gonna be extremely hard. Same with the thing that you do right now. So if you want to work out, right? So I have a bicycle station at home. Bicycle station. So the moment that I finish talking to you guys, right? Bicycle at home. So the moment that I finish talking to you guys, right? I'ma hop on my bicycle station, get 20 minutes workout in. And that's how I keep my shape in time all the time. And that's why all rich people, they have a home gym, because they understand the rule. One action away from accomplish one thing. It remove all the friction. The friction are the things that make you not to do things, okay? So let's say if you want your dream right now, your goal for this month is to lose weight, right? Buy a bicycle station at home. You may think that it will be a waste of money, right? But remember, right now I'm selling you, this is what I'm selling myself. This bicycle is $200, right? After I use it for a year, I can still sell it back for $100. So I only spend $100 for the duration of 1 year. So if $100 divided by 12 months, every month I only spend about, let's say, $10 or less. And if you don't want to lose that, go buy a used one. Even a used one can still be resale, okay? So you just have to negotiate with yourself and telling yourself, okay, so now my goal, because if you win if you lose the first battle of your personal goal, you will lose the remaining battle. So right now, the first battle for this first Q1, very important. So make sure you buy this at home if you want to. So when you said you want to work out more, you have a goal. What are your goals look like? You want to lose weight or gain muscle? Sit. Both. Okay. There you go. Okay, there you go. So have a set of dumbbell and have a bicycle station. I have set of dumbbell, I have bicycle station. I'm only one action away from picking them up and work out. So that you can save gas, you can save accident potentially, and you can save going in and change and meet people and get sick. Okay? So now let's go through reflection is so important, challenge baby, control emotion, focus and action. Same with controlling emotion and action. Understand the trigger. What are the trigger in your life? And how can you do things a little bit differently? Okay? So meditation, same. One click away from meditation. Set up a corner for meditation dedicated. Set it next to your room. Okay? So there you go, guys. So today class is finished. And so I want to sit and everyone here. I want you guys to remember this powerful hack, okay? One action away from learning. Same with learning. How can you learn? So you see easy access. When I click on easy access, I open Shifu Vault right away and learn. Okay? Don't learn on your phone, learn on the computer. But if you know that you have to drive to work, then you may have to try out different things. Be creative. Okay? So today's class is finished. Alright, man. I hope you guys learned a lot from today's class. And remember, foundation is everything. Okay? Don't build your castle on sand. And if you have to won the first battle of Q1. If not, the remaining battle you would lose. I promise. So win the first battle, set small goal, and 1% more every single day. So now let's meditate, let's channel ourselves back, and just take one course of action. Okay? Okay. So relax your body. Let's shake it up real quick, and then we're gonna meditate. Stand up. Okay? Stand up, meditate. I got it. Okay? Woo! Feel good. Shake it up. Okay, so 10 deep breaths, and we're gonna wrap today's class up. Now I want you to tell yourself, you can, okay? Telling yourself it's not overwhelmed. Everything is within your reach. Indoctrinate yourself. I can, I will, and everything is possible. These are a piece of cake. It's just a challenge, but I will make it. Everything that I just learned is basically the same thing that I learned in my daily life. It's a refreshment. So telling yourself that you don't feel overwhelmed. Everything is within your control. Okay? And I want you to remind yourself of how happy your loved one will feel when you help them. Big 5 deep breath. Close your eye, please. Hey, close your eye. The last few breaths, breathe in like it's your last breath, okay? I want to remind you, today gonna be your, if today gonna be your last day, live it up, okay? Do the best you can. And put your hands up, telling yourself, I can, it's possible. Woo-hoo. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You see? Positivity. Cut down negativity, control your energy. Everything is possible. It's start with you, okay? Good job, guys. Have your action item, okay? So screenshot your action item so that you guys can get started. And that wrapped up today's class. Great job, everyone. So screenshot this so that you will be able to start, okay? Take action right now. Try not to leave anything. Start right now with the action items, okay? Environmental audit. Audit your flow of information and start building solid foundation for tomorrow. Okay, guys? All right, peace, everyone. Stay strong, stay blessed, and God is good. And I'm glad to have you here on the journey. See you in the next class. Peace, guys. All right. I hope you enjoyed today's learning, and feel free to let me know if you have any question, and make sure that you drop down in the comment below what do you think about this video, and do you think that your habit can be changed by your mindset? And one quick question that I do want to ask you guys is, when a seed doesn't grow, do you blame the seed or would you blame the soil? And comment down in the chat and let me know. In the next video, I'm going to answer you that question, and I will pick one lucky winner from this video to have a one-on-one call with me where I would help you structure your business, like how I help so many people be able to be their own boss, work from home, and become the best version of themselves. And if you do want to work with us directly, current mentorship has sold out, but we do have the wait list for next month. And if you want to work with us, there's going to be an application link down in the chat that allow you to apply, and we're going to do an interview call. And on that interview call, we're going to have some scholarship that are available for you guys as well. Otherwise, 1% every single day, warrior, and I'll see you at the top. Peace.